It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle Co.
I mean, what do you want? It's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9, come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat, yeah, shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9. Come kick with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle Co. It's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9. Come kick with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat, yeah, shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle Co. From 7 to 9. Come kick with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle Co.
Right, here we go. We are live from Pizza Byron's here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right off of Perkins Road. It is me, Lloyd, Tingle Co, plus everybody's favorite LSU quarterback, Rohan Davey, right here to my left. Ro, how we feeling?
I'm doing better than I got some wings.
There you go.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm doing a little bit better than I got some wings. I'm still down in the dumps.
First time I saw him smile today.
Yep, I know. Still down in the dumps, man, after I watched that game now 5 times since yesterday. And
I didn't want to watch it the next 4.
I don't even know why I put myself through that. Honestly, I don't even know why I put myself through that after the second time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because all it did was piss me off going forward, just watching it again and seeing the mistakes. Then you see like other little things.
Yes.
That just irk the hell out of you even more. And I put even more onus now on these damn overpaid coaches that we got that's not performing. They're not performing. They're doing a disservice to these guys. And I don't want to hear that crap about your roster. You told this is the best roster you ever had. I don't want to hear nothing. I want results.
Amen. Are we spoiled? Are we spoiled to want results at Louisiana State University, Rohan? Are we spoiled?
No.
That's what LSU is.
Because this is the thing. When you come into the season, excuse me for crunching.
And cursing.
When you come into the season and we've paid X amount of dollars to bring in X amount of guys to have a championship caliber football team, that's expectations.
Right.
That's the SEC. That's LSU. That's Alabama. That's all of these prominent programs that, unfortunately enough, those expectations were never to the forefront like that at Notre Dame. You understand what I'm saying? You came down here and now you didn't understand what those expectations mean. That's why you're getting questions 2 weeks ago from Michael asking you what the hell is going on with the offense, why we can't score in the red zone. Because you know why? Because he knows, just like we know, that does not bring you a championship.
Right.
we know, that's why he asked that question 3 weeks ago, that if your offense and you're not playing complementary football, and if your offensive coordinators that you're paying a king's ransom to, if they're not putting them in positions to win football game, you can't coach here. You can't play here.
Yeah.
That's the expectations of LSU. And he's not used to those expectations. That's why you're getting all fired up at press conference when they ask you a simple question and you call us spoiled. Well, nah, we are spoiled. And as a former player, that product that you used to putting on the field and that product, that shit you saw on the field last night offensively, it's never going to fly.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the expectations are there because the last 3 head coaches, what have they done? Nick Saban, what did he do?
Championships.
What happened? What Les Miles do? What did Ed Orgeron do?
Championship.
They won championships.
By year 3.
By year 3, they were able to do it because you bring the talent in.
Judge me on
you
year 3.
You have the culture.
That's what I heard.
It's not the case. And I was in a dark place when I woke up this morning. And Roe walked in not very happy until he got these wings from Pizza Byron's in front of him. And he cheered up a little bit. But Roe, after watching it again, obviously you got started on a little bit. But after watching it again, your overall feeling about it, do you feel any better today than you did right after the game when we were live yesterday?
I feel better about our defense and our special teams.
Yeah.
You know, initially when you look at it and you see it, you look at it again, you really don't get a chance to see how really well that those other phases in the game perform because you're so in the dumps about, you know, I'm a quarterback. I'm on the offensive side of the ball, so of course I pay more attention to that side. So I didn't realize how really well that other phase of the game, those 2 other phases of the game played. Right. And they played well enough, and they have been since the beginning of the season against Clemson for us to win football games. Punting, kicking, you know, gunner. We even saw Chris Hilton on the gunner. You know what I mean? So all of that is intact. The problem, man, is our damn offense.
Yeah.
And the problem is sometimes some play design, but the problem is, I mean, right now we have a quarterback that's performing less than what we thought coming into a season where he was the focal point. Going out and getting these guys that we have brought in, the Nick Andersons, the Barry and Browns, that was for us.
Right.
That's what we surround because we knew we had a stand-up guy, and I still think he's a good quarterback. He's just not playing like a good quarterback at this point. But those guys that we went out and got, now granted, we lost a center that went out and got to anchor, but I'm not going to put that all on just losing that one position. You understand? We give these guys a king's ransom. We give these guys scholarships to come in and play ball. And one man go down, another one steps up. But it's up to these coaches that we're paying so handsomely to design, to put us in a better situation, to have these guys come out and be more prepared than our opponent. And we weren't.
Right.
We weren't.
Not at all. No, I completely agree. And like Rose said, this is going to be an offensive-heavy show, of course, as I'm sitting next to a quarterback. And that's where the issues are. But like Rose said, I do want to credit the defense, and I don't want the outcome of yesterday or even the numbers, the 484 yards that Ole Miss had, all this, that, and the other. The defense went out there and played well enough for you to win that football game.
When you're on the field for 100 plays.
Right, the defense did not let LSU down. Blake Baker didn't get cooked. Blake Baker didn't look bad. This, that, and the other. The defense did enough, held Ole Miss to 24 points, which every single year should be good enough to win the game. You hold Lane Kiffin to 24 points, you should win that football game. You hold the opposing team in the SEC on the road to 24 points, you should win that football game. So I wanted to make sure we got that out there, that this defense, they did enough for LSU to win that football game. It was the offense and special teams as well. Like Ro says, the offense that let them down. And so, Ro, like you alluded to at first, one of the first things I want to ask you about is the quarterback play. That obviously
I'm not answering any questions about my health.
Right. I want to ask you about Garrett Nussmeier.
Don't ask me if I'm all right.
I am healthy. That's what we've been told to say, is that he's fully healthy. That's what I've heard.
State of the fucking union address about those two.
How bad?
Politics.
How bad was the quarterback play truly in your eyes watching yesterday's game? How bad was it from that position specifically?
Well, you know, if you go into these things and you always come out with a grade.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I would have had to put a grade on it from yesterday just from the play, and I don't know the ins and out of the little things that were going on, but
I would have to say that, the grade would be a C. C for me.
See, what you say?
Hey, Dave, you can't come up here with your phone in the middle of a broadcast live to ask him how to share something.
We're talking about practice.
No, but that's not right, though. You can't do that. You got to do that before you get going. You can't just come in and stop them in front of a broadcast, bro. That's very unprofessional in what we trying to do over here.
Hey, we took
You don't
care of
have
it.
no stroke like that to be
Ashley
doing that
Madison.
shit.
Get me out of here.
Yeah, man.
All taken care of. But yeah,
Then you go to the host to fix your problem.
but yes, I agree. I think there are obviously
Dave, man. That's David Richards, yo.
the other factors, but I do think the quarterback play
He
obviously.
got what he wanted.
Yes, made it happen. The quarterback play, subpar. You said C, so that's kind of par, but I would say
Yeah, it was below average.
Yeah, from
especially for
who
him.
he is, right?
For a guy that had all the accolades coming into the season, a guy that was supposed to be a Heisman contender, to
First
a guy that
overall
you
pick.
Right.
I mean, for a guy that you went out and got these guys and surrounded him with for the offense to be able to do what you needed to do. And it's just not getting done. I don't care about the injury thing. I don't care if they have a deal with whoever his agent is or whoever the hell they got to deal with now, because everything now is all about who. We can't say this, we can't. I don't care if he's injured. Injuries playing a fucking part of football since we started playing football. You understand what I'm saying? Every quarterback, every guy, every offensive lineman, everybody plays injured.
You came back
and
from
if
an
you
ACL
out,
in 6 months.
Listen, if you're out there and you've been playing from the beginning of the season, everybody's damn injured. Everybody has a nagging injury. Somebody has something. But my problem with it is, say what it is. Who cares?
Right.
If you got him out there playing ball and then you come out and say the injury is getting better, we're on the other side of it now. Well, I don't want to hear about no damn injury. An injury don't cause me to throw an interception straight down the middle of the field on a 15-yard pass. That's not an injury. That's a bad decision.
It's a brain injury.
So I don't care about the injury. I don't care about him saying, "Oh, I'm not going to answer no injury questions." I don't care about an injury. You out there, you warming up. I see you throwing 50-yard passes. You're warming up. I see you doing all these things. You moving around. When you run the ball out of bounds, you're gesturing to the fans and doing all that. I don't want to hear about no goddamn injury. No.
Well, because the expectations is if you are in your pads and your helmet, you got the cleats on, and you are lining up and playing football on the field, the expectations are the same regardless. If you are injured and can't do those things, don't be on the field.
Listen, man. Anytime that you put a product out there and you got that Tiger, you got that coming from there, you got that LSU one. Anytime you put that product out there as a former player, as a fan, or whatever you are, you can't put that product out there in a prime time spot. That's coaching. That's not being prepared. The moment ain't too big for these guys. All of them played before in these moments and situations on previous teams that they were on. We were very underly prepared for this football game.
No, I agree. The next thing I want to ask.
Real quick, I just want to get to, as much as you say, like, if you're going to line it up and play, but you can't tell me that he's not limited. You've seen the throw against, Louisiana Tech, where he underthrows the 35-yard go.
Same thing he did to Chris Hilton yesterday.
The Chris Hilton throw, and you can see the different way he's thrown the football from last year to this year.
Listen to me.
And I'm not making excuses for him, because if you're going to tell me he's healthy, then you better be healthy.
Or, if you're going to tell us he's healthy, but you don't want to tell us he's hurt, don't design shit for him to throw the ball down the field.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're putting him in the position.
If you know he's injured,
limited,
and you don't want to say what it is, and now after the football game, I don't want to talk about it. Well, as a coordinator, don't design it for him to go down the field, so it shows that he can't go down the field, because that's not helping us win. If you know he's injured, but you still want him to unleash it down the field, that's stupidity.
They're doing a disservice to him.
That's stupid.
And to everybody, a disservice to him.
That's stupid, though.
Fans,
why would you game plan for your quarterback that you know is injured, but you're not telling anybody else, but you design plays for him to open it up, what's injured, and go down the field? All of them need to be fired if that's the case. That's stupid.
And the next thing I have on the list is And it plays into that fact of the way that defenses are playing LSU now, where you saw yesterday, they're rushing 3, dropping 8. And that's a mix of the inability as the players to execute, but then the scheme, you're not doing anything to get them out of that, right? How do you solve the problem of – because everybody's going to do it now.
You run the ball.
Ole Miss just did it.
Can't.
Everybody's going to do it now.
I know, but I understand that. But you get a 3 down front. I understand that.
You got 5 on the
And
line,
also,
Yeah.
you know, you got to think about it too. Like, these are all in first and third down with these long yardage situations. We behind the sticks and all that craziness already. But listen, if you can't protect with 3 rushing,
Right.
because it makes it hard now because you're dropping 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the field's covered.
So it's hard. Everything's underneath. Everything's underneath. Everything's underneath. But how you do that? You run the football.
Right. Do something to get them out
You
of
got
it.
5 on 3.
You run the football.
And they can't do it.
You got to run the football.
Not only can and it's,
But you got to try to do it.
That's what I was about to say. We say can't, but they didn't commit to it.
You can't run the ball 2 times in the first
Right.
quarter.
Running back, Jawan had a carry, Caleb Jackson had
No,
a
I'm
carry.
serious.
I know, but I'm
You
laughing
can't do that.
because that's insane.
Right. No, I mean,
But
the first
then
half
again,
they didn't
it
run it.
goes back to what we were talking about earlier, though. It's a lack of confidence from your play caller to your guy.
Right.
Whether it's, I know my line sucks, or my line can't move anybody, whatever I've seen throughout the week, whatever the hell I've seen for the last 3 weeks, right?
3 years.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was a sheer commitment almost to not running the football in the first half. Like, you didn't really see them run the football until, the fourth quarter?
Nah,
When you see Harlan Berry get 7 carries?
All of those screens and
It's an extension.
that's their run.
Right. Yeah.
That's their run right now. That's our run right now, honestly. And the thing about it is,
It can't work.
Well, if we would do it consistently and better, then okay, I'll take that because I take 4 or 5 yards on
Right.
the first anytime. I don't care if it's a screen, a run, whatever it is. But the problem is, you see some semblance of what they want to do,
Yeah.
but then it just goes away. It just damn go away. And that's the problem I have with it. Is like, okay, you're trying to establish an identity of who you want to be offensively. But soon as shit goes downhill one time, it's like trash it.
Yeah.
We're not even going to do it. We're not even going to attempt to run the football against the worst rushing defense in the world. We're not even going to try to do it. My quarterback's playing bad.
He's limited.
Whatever. My line's being moved around. I lost my center. Right? I went out and paid $18 million for wide receivers and defensive backs. Right? Get it to them. Get them the ball. Let them be an extension of your running game, and that's fine, but stick to it. Stick to it. You got to be able to run the football, man.
Yeah, and you have to do things to get the defense uncomfortable. The Ole Miss defense yesterday is not as good as Florida. It's not as good as Clemson, and they were comfortable from the first quarter to the fourth quarter.
Well, listen, when you motion your back in the backfield on a critical play, and you just hand it to him, which he's not really your back. He's a converted guy.
Right.
And you saw that come to bite you in your ass a couple times last night, too, on a lot of those 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2, where it's jibby, hesitation instead of punching it up.
Right.
You laugh at him. Dead serious, man.
Yeah.
That happens.
The happy
Because if you
feet.
have a natural running back, he knows I need one. I'm going to run up in the back of my
Right.
line, and
Right.
they're going to push and get that 1 yard. But Juwan, bless his heart, he converted.
given
He's
a
dancing,
quarterback
trying-
DB, quarterback
he's dancing,
running back.
trying to find the hole, and
Right.
that's not what you need in those situations.
That's
So,
an unenviable task that he was handed.
yeah, and he's doing a good job for
He
what
was,
for
but
what you
the
know.
first time you saw him as a featured back, like you saw what it looks like whenever it's not what do we call this offense on occasion? A gimmick offense?
It's a gimmick
Right.
offense.
And whenever he wasn't a gimmick and you're asking him to be a featured back, and it's the
a
damn
gimmick
thing,
offense right now.
You got the cricket feet.
Right, and not just a featured back for handoff. It's pass protection, which he's done a good job. But we saw it in one of the first plays of the game when Nuss got popped. It's a simple chip where the lineman was running through the gap you're running through. All you do is drop your shoulder into him and then get to your route. Caden Durham does it extremely well. Jawan is inexperienced. Kev talked about it yesterday. Inexperience. He almost ducked away from the
He
DN.
avoided, like he was
to
He
get
shied
open,
away
you know?
from it, yeah.
And so it's a situation.
And that's part of it, man. So, you know, listen, and I don't want to keep harping on Nuss and you know, beating him down. I just expect, because of the type of player that I just expect so much more out of what's going on right now. But I also do know this, bro. As a quarterback, you and your offensive coordinator have to have a special kind of relationship. You and your offensive coordinator have to be in tune. And from what I saw last night, from watching that football game, they are at two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
When it comes to communication, when it comes to accountability on each other's part, I don't see it with them. And that's a damn problem.
Right.
What I see is the blame game. Like you said, what you're talking about is the timeout that they had to call.
Throw that graphic up on the screen.
Yeah, when you see
Let's go to number 6.
Yeah, absolutely. When you see, and one more time.
There it is.
The burn timeout, like that was a scene. That was a movie.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
That encapsulated everything that's going on with LSU on the offensive side of the football. Whether it's we paid Nussmeier too much money, or Brian Kelly doesn't want Joe Sloan there, or Joe Sloan doesn't want to coach Garrett Nussmeier. Like that was all played out right in front of you. So you can talk about injuries all you want. Y'all got to get the Desperate Housewives bullshit figured out, because right now it's not.
Yeah, number 6 right here on the list. The burnt timeout scene is what we called it. You know the saying, the eyes are the window to the soul?
I'm telling you.
That scene was the window to the organization right now.
And as players, we say the eye in the sky don't lie. The eye in the sky don't lie, baby. And
you saw it.
When that popped up on the screen,
right,
and you saw BK go ape shit, then you saw Nuss go.
Point to Sloan. Then they put a camera in the booth.
Sloan up there uttering, what? Yeah, that's a problem.
Right.
Nobody hates the camera.
And that goes into the heart and soul of what the problem is.
Yeah.
Nobody hates that camera in the booth more than Sloan right now.
It's that, well, he should not have a camera up there on him if he's going to be that demonstrative towards his quarterback. He should not have it up there, bro. He should not have it up there. And but it lends so much to what's been going on. It makes sense to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because, listen, my junior year? It might have been my junior going to my senior. I don't remember. But it was a time where Jimbo and I were not on the same page, right? Didn't like him, didn't like how he talked, didn't like anything about him. Just met him, didn't like him. So we had to get to know each other, know each other's personality, so on and so forth. But bro, if you don't spend time with that guy and include that guy in what's going on in the offense, include that guy in what's going on in your first 10, 12, script 15, whatever it may be, because that's the guy pulling the trigger. If he doesn't feel like he's a part of it, and every time he comes and says something about what he wants or doesn't want, it gets vetoed or it doesn't get put in, well, that's a problem.
And you can see it from not only from...
That's a problem.
That's 1,000% a problem, but it's also the dichotomy between Brian Kelly and Joe Sloan.
Right.
I don't think that they are on the same page as to what they want to do offensively. And then you have Nussmeier, who could be hurt, but also he's not on the same page. And so that's what that whole script played out to be, was this to this to this.
Right.
Like, okay, cool. I saw inside the building.
Well, if we're all on the same token that BK vetoes calls sometimes,
that's
right?
why you get to 3
We're
seconds on
on
the play
that.
clock.
We that's
We've
right.
seen it.
That's exactly right.
Right.
So we on that. We on that narrative that happens. Well, okay. How can I have an identity if me as the OC wants to do this? My head coach wants to do this. My quarterback would rather do this. We got 3 different people saying 3 different things. How the hell can we ever build any continuity as an offense?
And that's how you score 20 points a game.
Yeah.
And that's how you call timeouts when you need them.
Yeah, no,
I get it.
that is the feeling, because it is it's a complete and utter disconnect.
You saw it
between those three.
That's
like
why
that,
looking at Brian Kelly like that it told me everything I needed. Like, bro, it's not me.
And BK goes from yelling here in person.
That's right.
To
To yelling
flipping,
on
flipping the
mic
headset
down.
That's
down.
right. That's exactly
And so
right. That's exactly right.
Like, it's
Like a Mormon husband. Which wife do I have to yell at?
All of them.
Get in here.
Everybody get it.
blatant disconnect. Blatant disconnect between those three, and it's just.
How do you figure that out?
Listen, the only thing that they need to do, they need to bring Nussmeier in there, set him down, let him tell them, hey, man, who are your favorite plays? Show us your favorite plays. He's pulling the trigger. He has to love what he's doing. He has to be totally involved in this thing right now. And that's the kind of emergency situation we're in right now. Don't get it twisted. This thing could get away real quick. It doesn't matter that you lost. It doesn't matter though that you lost this football game and you look and was like, oh, we still got so much game left and we still got everything in front of us. You do. That is realistic. But when you understand that you about to run this gauntlet and you understand that your offense has been in the dumps.
Right.
Hell.
The entire – because I take the Clemson game out of it because the first game they had 3,000 years to prepare for it and all that, right? So I just take it out of the way. That was something to show you, okay, this is what we could be.
Right.
And then from there, we have seen nothing. Absolutely nothing. No semblance of where it's going to go. What are we going to be on offense? Who's going to be the focal point on offense? Even what kind of offense?
What would you call the offense? Like,
A gumbo. It's a gumbo right now.
It's not good.
Everybody got their hand in it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their hand in it, and it's too spicy. Nobody want it.
Because that's the third question I was going to ask. Is the play calling and design is one of the things I want to talk about. But really, the question is, who is this offense right now? Who is it? Because I have no idea. I don't think they have any clue who they are, what their identity is, what they're going to do, how they can attack teams. Because you've seen the dink and dunk. Then they've tried to stretch the field out. They've tried to commit to the run game. Then they don't run the football at all. When you look at it, Ro, and you see that game yesterday, who is the LSU offense?
Yeah, you just said it. We don't have an identity on offense. We do not have an identity on offense. It'll be nice to now in week what is it, week 4 or 5?
That was just week 5.
Week 5. It'll be nice to, after such a long time of playing for a month now, it'll be nice to know where we're going and what we should look like. But the realization of it for this season right now is our identity as a football team and as a football program is we have championship caliber defense, we have championship caliber special teams, and it is the total reverse of Jayden Daniels'
2023
year when the offense was great and the defense sucked. Now the defense is great and the offense sucked. But the difference in that is now, before that year, we didn't have personnel. Our NIL money wasn't up to par.
Right.
We couldn't compete and go out and get these guys like the big boys. That's the difference now. We have personnel.
Right, got the guys.
We have the guys. So where are we failing? I have to look at coaching.
Right.
I have to look at coaching, and I have to look at getting these guys prepared to come out and play at a high level every week. That's not happening. It's happening on the defensive side of the ball. We've been talking the whole year about how well coached they look, how you got 0.08% bust now with the enthusiasm. They've adapted their coordinator's personality to a T. And I would have to say that offensively, we've adapted whoever's personality is that we're trying to do, whether it's BK, whether it's Sloan, I don't know.
Right.
That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
so we're a mess offensively.
100%.
Right,
the epitome of a mess. Because you can't have one identity if you got 3 guys trying to make 3.
Listen, man, we're a hot damn mess right now on offense,
right?
bro.
No, 100%. And
hot mess.
We'll get into Rose 6 for 6 if you want to throw that graphic back up, as we went through number 6 already, that burnt timeout scene that was ugly. But the first one, number 1, is the Nussmeier interception. There were 2 parts of it that I wanted to talk about, because the play design is the first part.
Yeah.
I think when you look at it, we even, watching it yesterday, we're like, who was he trying? Was it to Xavier who's open back there in the back of the end zone, or was it to Barryon who's right in front of him? So the play design was bad.
And that's right. That's right. And that's what we talk about with this, because you got 2 guys in the same damn area going down the same middle of the field.
Right.
And now Nuss has to be. Now, it's not to take the onus off of him for making a bad play, because he threw a bad ball. He picked the wrong guy. And if that's how the play is designed for you to get a high-low read, for me to a post coming across at 8, then another post coming across at 12. So I'm putting that onus on that safety.
Right.
Safety jumps down, I bang him in the back. Safety pulls up, I bang him in the front.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
the problem with it is now I got to make the decision.
Right. He made the wrong one.
He absolutely made the
give him
wrong
the opportunity
one.
to make the right one, because
No,
your team is close to each other.
No, yeah, but still, it wasn't close enough to where I can't make a decision. Because that ball, if he puts that ball in the middle of the field in the back, that's a touchdown to Xavier. That ball he threw, and then you watch the linebacker's eyes. Soon as ball snap, his eyes go directly there. He's flowing with him the entire time. So it's not like he even, what we call, held the safety for a half a second. He caught, went right to his look, and all he did was bring him there and throw the football. The guy went up and made a nice play. But at the same time, his eyes brought him to the center of the field where he should have thrown the football. If he puts air on it, we talked about it, he put air and put it in the back, it's a touchdown.
Right. Yeah.
I was just going to say, like, more of like the play design to not have, you say 8 and 12, like maybe 8 and 15. If you're putting it on Nuss,
but what I'm saying, no, it's on Nuss though, because you got to understand, 8 and 12 yards is a big. When we're talking about putting a guy on a crossing route in a bind, that's a big difference.
Make a decision.
Right.
And you have a senior quarterback that's a Heisman Trophy contender. You expect him to make that play. And that's, for me, it's just simply make the plays that you know to make. I'm not asking you to run around like Jaden Daniels. I'm asking you to play exactly how you've been playing.
Right.
And the decision-making, that sucked. And that was at a pivotal point in the football game.
Yes.
It was 7-3. We were in the green zone, and it was first down.
It was your best offensive drive of the game.
Absolutely.
Yes. And you threw it away.
Absolutely. That's a momentum killer, man.
Oh,
That's
my gosh,
everything. That's a momentum killer. The guys just came off the field. Now they got to go back. Your offense has been in the dumpster since week 2. That's a momentum killer. That's where we need to put that in, even if we come out of there and get 3 points.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like, for me, the problem isn't – that's why I say I don't care about your injury. My problem is mentally where we
wears
are.
on him.
Mentally.
Like, it put him down. Like,
Because that's what I was about to say. How many times have we seen him
react
from that? Like the way the other quarterback, like, will throw an interception. Hey, Burrow, respond. I'm going to march right down the field. Nussmeier, and this isn't I'm not bashing him, but like
the emotion's palpable.
Louisiana Tech, Texas A&M, where when that play happens, it feels like he crumbles. Like he never responds the way you'd want a fifth-year senior Heisman #1 pick, whatever you want to call him, quarterback, respond to a play like that.
Well, I mean, listen.
What did you feel like when you threw a pick?
Yeah, but everybody's different. Everybody different. Everybody responds differently. So, I mean, what you guys are saying is correct. I can't compare his response or how he has tough skin or not tough skin or how – I mean, listen, but he played quarterback his whole life. The entire time you get quarterback, what's the first thing? You got to have short memory, short-term memory. That's the one thing you've been groomed at the position your entire life. If you play football, your entire life at quarterback, you got to have short-term memory, and not just at our position because the next play happens so fast,
right.
And you constantly have the football in your hand. So if that's something that he has not mastered or learned to this point, no one can help him with that.
Yeah.
No one can help you forget about what you did on the last play. I don't give a damn if it's a touchdown or an interception. You got it. Football happens so fast. I have to go back on the field the very next play. I can have a sudden change where they just went out there and got an interception, and now I'm back out, right?
Now I'm gonna get the play call.
So it doesn't matter if it's a touchdown, an interception, fumble, whatever it is. If he hasn't put that to the side, and listen, I don't know. I don't think that he dwells on it as much as he should. I just think that once you get into this once you get into this cycle and you start playing bad and you start worrying about the things that are going on around you, now you don't have any confidence in your guys protecting you. Now you don't have any confidence that your back's going to pick up that guy blitzing.
And you can't
now
remit.
you don't have no confidence in your damn offensive coordinator that you don't have a relationship with, and you guys can't get on the same page and been trying to fix it since last year. That's a problem.
And how much of it do you think is the fact that he was asked to, or what it feels like he was asked to, was don't turn the ball over? And then whenever he does it, it feels like, oh, I did the thing that everybody coached out of me. Whatever his ability, and I've been saying this for 2 years, don't coach out what makes him special. What makes him special is his ability to fit it into windows, to make a play. And it feels like whenever he turns it over, it's like, I just did the worst thing I could have done. And it kind of puts him, like, if his confidence is on 10, it goes to 6.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, and again, I have to look back, go to the point of, man, you've played a lot of football, bro. You've been around a long time, man.
Duck on the water's back.
You know, if you can't shake off
A pick.
a little somebody getting in your face or interception or something that you've been through a bunch of times before, then that's always going to be a problem. That's always going to be a problem. That might be the Achilles heel if that's what the problem truly is. And I hope it's not. We'll see coming up, but I hope it's not because, everybody's still, hey, we still got this on the table, still got that. But we're not going anywhere if he doesn't start
18.
playing
Right.
better.
Right.
We're not going
And
anywhere.
you've seen him respond before.
Yeah, and
Last
that's
year, lost 3 games in a row, comes back and plays one of his best games of the
no,
career.
that last 3 stretch was really good after those 3 losses. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I think what would solve a lot of the issues on that side of the ball is for your quarterback to play up to the potential he can. Because right now, to me, as much as we can talk run game and play calls, this, that, and the other, he makes a couple throws. Yesterday, it's a different game, and I think when you look at that graphic,
Well,
some of the other plays.
He hit Chris Hilton streaking for a touchdown.
Right.
It's a different game.
Yeah, that's play number 2 on row 6 for 6 is the underthrow to Chris Hill. It's what do we call it yesterday? We called it a layup.
Layup, baby.
And it's almost
That's a layup.
it's not even it's almost different than a layup. It's a lob dunk
It's alley-oop.
that gets
That's what I'm telling you.
that
Yeah.
sparks the crowd, sparks your team, gets everything rolling, and you miss it as bad as he did, and
Well-
it would have been a completely different game
100%.
if it's hit.
100%. And I mean, that's one of the plays where people started sparking again these injury rumors, whether or not he's injured. But listen, when you see a guy airing it out in warm-ups, and then the ball is traveling and is jumping off his hand, and now you get in the game,
Right.
and you underthrowing a for sure touchdown by 7 yards, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it, baby. I can't buy what you're selling on that point right there. Then when you get in the press conference and tell me, oh, he's on the other side of the injury, I can't buy it. I can't buy it. That lets me know that either one or two things. You guys are lying. You're lying, and he's more injured than what you guys are saying, or he's playing really bad and you lying.
You're making up the injury, right? Those are the 2 things. Somebody's lying because you're either
Oh, they're all lying.
right, yeah,
Real.
you're either
I
covering
ain't
up
heard the truth yet.
that the injury's worse than it is, or you're using the injury to make up for where it lacks. And I think that's almost where the fan base is right now, where they're split between those 2 things.
Right.
But the biggest thing that I've seen, and me and Lloyd have talked about it a little bit after yesterday, is the fan base is almost all in the side of playing the backup. And like we said yesterday, the backup quarterback is always the most popular guy on the football team, and maybe even in the state. But they're in the position of if Nuss can't make those throws, which is the one thing he's supposed to do. We know he's not going to run. We know he's not going to be that quarterback. What he's supposed to do is be able to make those throws, make the right decisions, and stretch the field. If he can't do that, what is he bringing to the table?
Well, this is the problem you get in when you say put in a backup. With everything still in front of you, and you're supposed to be north of this injury with him, and he's supposed to be getting better, what you're basically saying is I've given up on the season.
Right.
In my estimation, that's what it said. And that's no shot to Van Buren or the other guy, whoever they may want to bring in. But that's what you're saying. When you're saying that he's getting better, but now I'm going to bench him. Don't laugh,
Right.
bro. When I'm going to bench him to put in the backup, that means, okay, we're done with that experiment. You stunk it up, even though your injuries is getting better. And we feel like going forward, we're going to roll with Van Buren because he gives us a better opportunity to win the rest of these games. And if you say that, that's you showing a lack of confidence in your guy, but you're also letting everybody know on the football team know, like, you know what, guys, we've mailed it in for the season.
Right. Yeah.
And as any of the seniors on that team or any of the captains on that team, I'm not going for that bull crap. I'm not going for that. Coach, do what we brought you here to do as far as the coaching staff. Give me a better game plan going in. Give me a better way of going against these guys coming out. Don't just adjust at halftime. In-game adjustments. In-game adjustments. Just like they in-game adjust with us and got us outflanked on the rollout pass to the right-hand side,
right.
Well, we just was confused as hell. That's the one time I seen the defense just out of whack. And that's a problem. But do exactly what coaches are doing to you. Coach.
Yeah.
And you called it whenever they lined up for that 2-point
Yeah,
conversion.
unbalanced.
Like, they're
It was
outnumbered.
unbalanced.
They're
Right.
outnumbered.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was
But when you're
unbalanced.
trying to run around and you're trying to get the advantage, such as we do on defense sometimes, and you're slanting and you're doing all the things that gets the pressure, that sometimes comes back to bite you because now you have guys, they know, listen, Ole Miss and Charlie Weiss Jr. had a nice game plan offensively, and it helps that you have a quarterback in Chambers that had a high IQ guy, great touch when he throws a football, especially on the crossing route. You saw what Ole Miss game plan was. We're going to attack the perimeter, and we're going to attack the middle of the field. And you saw what the game plan was for Ole Miss on defense. We believe that this quarterback throws a spot, meaning Nussmeier. We're not going to drop the routes. We're going to spot drop. I'm a spot drop both of these guys in the middle, 12 yards downfield where you like to hit Anderson and you like to hit these crossing routes, right? And on the outside, I'm going to jam and get to my depth, my 1/3 depth on the outside, and I'm going to have to force you to throw everything inside of me. And not just that, I never knew that I was going to be able to get home with just rushing 3.
Right.
So now
It's a
I'm
pleasant
even in
surprise.
I'm in a greater
And
position.
they roll the ball against when we rush 3.
Right.
And when you say spot
Then-
drop,
then-
you mean they're
then
attacking
as-
a certain part of the field?
Yes.
Like,
Listen,
you know where Nussmeier
Pete-
wants to go with it.
Pete Goldman. That's why I say we got severely
Golden.
outcoached. Golden. What's his last name?
Golding.
Golden.
Golding.
Pete. I'm going to call him Pete.
Pete.
I know
PG.
Pete. I know Pete.
Mama named him Pete. I'm going to call him Pete.
That's right.
He's a Louisiana man.
You can. That's right. And I know him. What you saw from him on the defensive side of the ball was offensively we have tendencies. We got tendencies. Why do you think when they motion him in the backfield, no one went for it? We have tendencies because of the lack of what we do design-wise and also execution-wise right now. They know, they watch film. They know it's certain things we can't do. They may know Nussmeier's injured and can't throw the ball 40 yards down the field. So what did Pete do? We're going to spot drop. They like to throw this check down right here. We're going to sit the backer here. We're going to sit one here, sit one here. There was no route recognition going on in that football game from Ole Miss side. Ole Miss was all, we throw to a spot. LSU throws to a spot. 12 to 15 on the crossers.
Go take the 12.
6 to 8 underneath.
Take the 6.
Leave him alone. Get to your spots. Rally up and make the tackle. And that's what happened.
Because as much as we saw that it didn't happen, it could have been worse for LSU offensively. I mean, the first touchdown pass you had was not a great ball to Trey Green. That gets tipped back to Nick Anderson.
That was a terrible ball.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there was a lot of opportunities for Ole Miss to be able to make more plays than they did.
I mean, even on the seam route, the Savion was an underthrown football.
Yes.
And if you're Pete and you have Chris Anderson or Nick Anderson or Chris Hilton get behind you, tackle him. It's 15. That's fine.
Right. Right, I agree, because the ball ain't gonna get there.
Yeah, it's not the NFL.
And listen. And even if all those points point to him being injured and not being able to open up to let it go, which things point to that. Things are pointing to that. That he may be a little bit more hurt than they let on. But who cares? You guys had that narrative. You pushed that narrative.
You lied to me.
That's right. You pushed that narrative. We didn't push that narrative. You pushed that. And then put the onus back on them. Well, if you know this, why are we doing this?
Right.
And I just sent you a text, and I have it up here on the screen of the throws from 2024 to 2025. Right. If you want to see the difference, and this is why I believe.
Oh, listen, bro, I don't need to see it. I saw him all summer.
Right.
I saw Nuss throwing all summer in the indoor. Balls jumping out of arm. That's why I said what I said a couple weeks back.
Right.
Like, it don't look the same. That's
Completely
not what I've been
different.
seeing. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's been my biggest point of watching him from last year to this year. Is like, there's no way he's not. Something's up.
Yeah. Well, that's the case. Say something.
That's my biggest problem with the Brian Kelly administration. Stop being a politician.
And don't call the plays.
Who you protect? Like,
I heard that dude right there asking y'all for them chairs. He taking all the chairs. It's a bunch of chairs outside. Why he taking the chairs from inside? Oh, he got a band. And now, listen, I'm not messing with the music guys. They're definitely special people.
There you go.
I ain't lying, dog. Musicians, they like punters, kickers.
Tylenol.
For real.
But like we brought up number 5 on your 6 for 6, which was the Trey Dez.
What's number 5?
The Trey Dez, Nick Anderson tip drill touchdown.
And I'm telling you, even that, and we talked about it, and it goes back to what we talk about, bro.
Right.
That's why I can't get away from these coaches. You even brought it up, Liz, with the over the middle. And, you could categorize it as play design, but Nuss got to make that.
Right.
So that also falls into Sloan and Nuss, right? And then you come back to this here with the play design, and you got both of these guys in the same area. Now, I think Trey Dez might have cut it off a little early and not stay high to get to that back pylon. But at the same time,
it's like inside.
But that's what I was just about to say. He's 6'7". He's 6'7".
And where we
put
throwing
it up in the back of the end zone. You know what I mean? He threw that thing right down there.
He threw it at Sage's face.
He threw it to me.
Sage is what, 5'11", 6 foot?
But those are the things when we talk about decisions. That's not that right there is not because you're hurt. You know what I mean?
It's just a bad throw.
That's a 12-yard ball. You make that routine in your sleep. But that is also where you have a Pete Golden talking about they throw the spots. And so they're getting them off of that spot. Nuss likes that spot right in the middle of the field. He don't want to move off his spot.
Yeah.
They've seen obviously Trey Dez coming off an injury, and Nuss not being able to practice the way that he's supposed to, right? Like, they don't have the reps together. And what Trey Dez did, what was it, week 1, Clemson?
Yeah.
Where he just boxed him out.
Yeah.
And they didn't let him, because he had to throw to a spot, they didn't let him get inside. They forced him out.
And he was also out there by himself.
Yes.
Well, until Nick Anderson showed
You know what I mean?
This was the first time that they lined up another receiver on Trey Dez's side. Well, and also, when Trey Dez lines up behind the right tackle and then motions out wide, what do you think the defense thought was going to happen?
But that's what I'm talking about, the design. The design, man. Where's the deception? Even in that, you're trying to get that off. You're clearly trying to hide him.
He's 6'7".
Right. You can't hide him. Everybody's pointing at 14.
That man's back's got to hurt this morning because
he was low.
I know.
He looked like the center.
It was very low.
He's about to snap the football.
It was very low, man.
There he is.
It was very low.
Still saw him.
But like what you did the first week when you just like, I don't have to hide you. Put him outside by himself, and y'all know what's about to happen to you.
1-on-1.
Lob it up, dunk it.
And if they bring a safety over, then you're there unbalanced on the other side.
That's right.
Like the play design against Clemson, where it was like a 4-man bunch wide this way, 1-on-1 on the other side. If they bring another guy over, you've got the mismatch.
You've got numbers now.
But that's not the play design they line up this time. They get lucky that Trey Dez has a basketball background and tips the ball like a rebound, and Nick Anderson was there to catch it. But
I'm gonna tell you what though, they need to target Nick Anderson more.
I agree.
And the reason I say that, bro, is because the games that I watch, first of all they don't target him, but the ball's around him, good things happen. He catches the football, a big body. Good things happen when he's around the football. I have no idea. I mean, and I know we got a plethora of guys, but he needs to be targeted more.
Yeah. And these
it's tough to do when you only have 3 downs.
Right, when it's just 3 plays. But this will turn the page to the last 2 plays that we have.
Oh my God!
In rows 6 for
Laughing
6
at the pain.
are away from the
What's the
quarterback.
last 2, dog?
Number 3 is the 2-point play call.
Oh.
And the question I put next to it, I said, like Kev said yesterday, this is your 80% to 90% success play. Like, this is the one that you chose, say, 90% of the time, this is going to work.
Practice all week.
I mean, that was what word did you use, David? Terrible.
Terrible.
It was terrible.
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 It was terrible. Look, man. You know, I don't even know how to talk about it because it
do you
was
lose
so
yards on a
bad.
2-point conversion?
It was so bad. Like, you need it, right? This is your.
Yes.
This is what
Gotta get
you
it.
call
Yes.
gotta have it.
Must.
And everywhere I've been, any coach that I've ever played for,
Canada?
they've all had 3 or 4 gotta have
Right.
it, right? Gotta have it. Nothing that those guys have seen before, whether it's an explosion out to a comeback, now we compact, now we motioning, now we doing something, right? Something different that these guys have never seen, unexpected, and it's going to give us an opportunity to pick up the first down, whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. We got to have it.
Well, even if it's not something they'd never see, 'cause I think back to the 2-point conversion against Alabama in 2022. That's a play they've run a million times where it's an RPO with Mason Taylor in the flat. But you know what they knew when they called the play?
It was going to be over.
It was going to be open. Either the handoff's going to be there, Jade's going to pull it, he can run it in, or the throw's going to be there.
But
You had Nick Saban call a timeout, and LSU didn't leave the field.
That's
We're staying right where we are.
That's a 90% play call.
That's exactly right. When Ole Miss had to have it,
Had it.
I mean,
Right.
he's still running. There was nobody within 10 yards of that
He
kid.
could be in Florida.
And he's one of the biggest tight ends in the country.
Right.
No one was 10 yards. When that kid caught the ball and started walking and then slid down. You understand what I'm saying?
And he could have got
Right.
back
But he
up.
was wide
He got back
open.
up.
And that is what a gotta have it play has to look like. Our gotta have it, we motion Jawan Johnson back in the backfield and hand him the ball.
You know what it looked like to me, Ro? It looked like they went in the huddle and Nussmeier said, "We need it. We need we need it." And they need it. He said, "We need the 2-point conversion." That's what it felt like.
He should have took a knee. He should have.
I mean, basically the same thing happened.
He should have took a knee. He should have took a knee because that was terrible.
The ball's
That
at
was
the
But listen, man. Who on the serious side of it though, like, how could you as a coach call that?
right. No, I
I'm
agree.
serious. Like, how can you as a coach call that play right there on a gotta have it play when your offensive line has been
Dog
average
water.
at
Right.
best the entire night? Your running game is null and void since week 1.
You know what?
Your quarterback is playing not up to par. And so as a coaching staff, how do you go out there and that is your play design on a gotta have it when you know, I mean,
that would have got to
when
have it.
you
That was
know
a goddamn it.
It leaves so much for you to think about
It
when
tells
it
you
comes
everything you
to
need to know.
Right.
what are you going to do? That's why I have it's not hope because I have hope. They Tigers. You know what I mean? I got hope.
Got to.
But I don't have any confidence
0.
that going forward. Listen, it's the same way I felt when we won the football game against Clemson, but I think we should have kicked it before halftime.
Right.
It's all those little things, but when you win, it mutters that up. You don't think about it, but it's all those little decisions that when you win, no one cares about. But in the Ole Miss game, when you're coming out of a timeout and your play calling is subpar, when you're coming out of a timeout and you're calling a play that's supposed to gotta have it and you hand it off to your tailback.
That's not a
in the
running back.
backfield.
Right.
That's not a running back. It's on 3rd down and 1 where you hand it off to a Juwan Johnson. That's not a running back, and he's stutter stepping. It's on 4th and 1 with the same thing going on. So I don't have any confidence. It's from week 1 to date, and we've been here offensively. Nothing here. We've been here offensively. So how can you have confidence in going forward that anything is going to change? At some point, this is who you are as a team.
Lost.
It's just what it is.
They're lost on all. And you laid it out perfectly. Whenever you are Sloan or BK, whoever's calling the plays, could be both, having a nice little conversation. You saw Juwan Johnson in short yardage, and then you saw it for 4 quarters. And then you get into a 2-point conversion, gotta have it, and you go short yardage Juwan Johnson.
That's what
And
I'm
it's not
saying.
on Juwan,
Right.
it's on the
No,
play
it's
call.
not. No, it's not on him.
But
it's
you
not on
have,
that kid.
like, you gotta notice that he's not. You shouldn't put him in that position.
No, don't put him in that situation.
Man, who says on your guy to have it, we're going to motion the guy in the backfield and hand him the ball? First of all, we're going to be in a shotgun.
Right.
We only need 2.
We're at the
We're
2-yard
going
line.
to snap it for the 5 and hand it off to him 8 yards
No,
away
Zeke-
from the line of scrimmage.
God damn it!
Yeah, I mean, the handoff was at the 8-yard line.
And he got to he lost 2.
No, I completely and that'll
And it
bring.
ain't like they got to they got to kick it off after that. They don't get it at the 10.
No, no.
They got to go 90.
Yes. And that'll bring up the next point. That'll bring up play number 4, the final play that we have, which is the Harlan Berry touchdown. It's not that play specifically to me. It's more so the bigger picture of the fact that, you know how many carries Harlan Berry got in the first half? 0. And at the he gets
They
this
put
drive.
him in like at the end of the game.
Right. And look what he did. 7 carries, 22 yards, isn't anything you're going to write home about, but he at least gave you something.
He got first down.
He scored a touchdown. And so it's, to me, the bigger picture of 1, the unwillingness to run the football, and 2, do you know who you have on the sideline, and the fact that Harlan Berry's getting 0 carries, and then when you do feature him down the line, he does what he does.
Scores the touchdown, then you go 2-point conversion, Juwan Johnson.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Amen.
Look, huh?
I need it.
Need it.
Bro, they went out and recruited the kid. They're the
Right.
number 1 back in the country.
Only
Right.
one they recruited. Only running back they got.
The number 1 back in the country. Your running game is in the tank.
Yes.
It's in a dumpster, right? Why not fire all bullets?
Why not give it to the guy that
Why
can
not
do something
fire
by
all
himself?
bullets? Why not fire all bullets, man? That's what I'm telling you. It's you know, we put the onus on these kids, and it's a little bit different now because they're getting that money to play now. But at the end of the day, man, for me, it always goes back to these adults and these coaches that put the game plan together, that ultimately make the decisions on who play, who don't play, what plays we run, so on and so forth, right? So Barry's not out there for a reason, whether or not it's he can't pick up the block, he's not versed in that yet. But this is what I say: design something else for him.
Right.
Right? Design something else for him until he picks it up, until he gets along. But don't leave him on the sideline.
Right.
You know, it's the same. But, you know, honestly, bro, it's the same way I feel about the kid Jackson. It's the same way I feel about all of them. These kids ain't just come to LSU and now they can't play football.
Right.
They ain't just coming now they can't run. All of them that you recruited were highly touted guys that could
Yes.
be anywhere else
Yes.
playing. So it's not a fact that these guys all of a sudden just now can't play football and can't run the football. They may have different skill sets and something may be different than when you recruited them and now you're seeing. But what you saw from them in high school is they can't. It's not that they just got here and now they can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's coaching.
I agree.
It
That's
really
the,
comes down to
well, and that's what I was going to say. Like, when you're going into this game, and this is somewhat a credit to Caden Durham because it probably looks a little bit different if he is playing, but Caden Durham's not playing, and you look at the group of 3 guys that you have, where you have Juwan Johnson, who's a turn high school quarterback to a DB to running back to quarterback back to running back, and just doesn't have the experience at the position. Then you have Caleb Jackson, who you've seen, and obviously they have seen something that they're not willing, and you saw at the end of the game where he didn't even come close to catching that football, so maybe there's a trust factor there that
get
he
my eyes
can't
up.
do other things. And then the third option is, guess what? The number 1 running back coming out of high school who, when you gave him the opportunity, has looked good. And the decision was, you know what? We're not going to go to that guy until the end of the game. Instead, we're going to trust in the biggest moments and throughout the game to go elsewhere, whether it's a wide receiver gimmick handoff, it's Juwan Johnson, who's inexperienced at the position, and instead of Harlem Berry, who to me should be the decision. He looks like the running back. Now, I know you probably can't trust him in pass protection because he's smaller, but when you're running the football, give him. Right.
That's true. That's true.
It's
So that would be the gimmick.
right.
Put him out there. And they might hand it off.
Well, let me say this.
Give me Ali Broussard.
Who?
Ali.
I mean, bro, it's trust me, dog. Those guys could run the football. Those guys could play football. It's up to these coordinators to find out to put these guys in the position to be successful. If you know Caleb Jackson can't pick up the run or can't do this, run him on first down. You know what I mean? Give him some kind of – he's a big, physical, strong guy. We were all in awe last year of him I think as a freshman coming in and balling and running people over and doing – he had a lot of potential. So it's not like the kid just – however he fell out of favor with the team or with the coaches or whatever his deficiency is in it, it's still –
You got to coach him with strengths.
Well, I mean, you got to coach. We're not paying you all this money
right.
for you to just say, hey, he's not living up to this and just throw him away. No, you got to coach and you got to develop these guys, and that's the side of it that nobody's talking about. You get them in here, okay, they're in. Develop them and get the best out of them.
Right.
It's not, oh, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, because just like I said before, these guys ain't just come here and now they can't figure out how to play football. They can play football. We need to coach a lot better than we're doing. We need to give them a better game plan than what we have to end game a lot better than we do. We can't just wait to halftime to say, okay, let's change this, let's do this, let's move this around. We need to do it in game.
In so many different areas, because even in the run game itself, it's more than just the back. It's not Juwan Johnson every time. If you go back and you watch the 2-point conversion, first it's the play call, terrible play call. Second, Tyree Adams on the left side didn't even touch the guy that ran right past him, you know? And
it's
so
like they didn't practice the play.
Right. It's like they had no idea what was about to happen.
He got the ball and he got slapped by 3 guys.
Right. So, yeah, that one's not Juwan Johnson's fault.
No.
He didn't get happy feet and sit behind the line. He had nowhere to go.
Out the club.
Yeah. Then they threw him out. Goodness gracious.
ID? That ain't you.
That's a fake ID.
And so coming away from the game yesterday, my thought process was different. Watching it again last night and then looking at it this morning and thinking about it, separating from the game, it is such an indictment on the coaching. Like looking at that football game where you saw on Ole Miss's side, they had lesser talent to me on both sides of the football. Defense was worse. And to me, talent-wise, their offense doesn't have the same athletes that LSU.
That's why I'm sick.
That's why it's disgusting. And so what happened was, amen, what happened was they came in with a plan and they made it happen. And when they had an I need it play, they get 100%. 100%. That's what we were talking about last night, me and you, Lloyd, was how many times have we sat down and felt the way we felt yesterday after that game?
No, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, that was a terrible loss, man.
Yes.
That was a really, really bad loss, man. That was a terrible loss. Because on so many different levels, not just the innate ability of us offensively, but the innate ability of our staff, man. Like, that's what I was disappointed in, bro. I was disappointed in the game plan sucked, first of all. What we did in game in situational football sucked. Our situational football was, you might, all of them, they need to go to Chat GPT or they need to go, somebody. They need to call somebody, find somebody else. They need to go, listen, we sucked, man, with that, bro.
They need Gruden.
Oh, my God, man. And it's been the MO for a minute. It's been the MO for a minute, man. But yesterday, just to see the product offensively that you put out there and the lack of any kind of continuity at all. I mean, at all.
Right.
You have no clue what's going next.
No idea. And you don't know.
So
not in a good way.
It's disappointing to see, man, because that's not LSU. That's not the product you want to put out there.
It is on one side.
That's not who we are, but it's who we are right now.
Yeah.
It's who we are right now for sure, but it's not who we are, and that's the problem. When you talk about you come in and you want to change the narrative when you come to school here, and guys come in and you buy in and you want to be regarded as every other school, right? That's at the upper echelon of schools, the upper echelon of a football program, basketball, whatever it is. The problem is when you play like how you did last night, and when you have shown the innate ability to encourage, to get these guys to play at a higher level over the last 4 weeks, that means you're going backwards. That means that time may have come for us to get some changes going on.
Right.
Because now what happens next is you lose the guys.
Yeah.
And they stop believing in what you've been preaching. And that's where you don't want to get to, because when you get from there, now you look at 3-1, and 3-1 flips real quick, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say this is what happens in the locker room, but when you have a defense that did what they did, you start looking at the offense. At some point, you go, "When are you going to carry the water?"
Right. Yeah, I mean,
We did our job.
Whit Weeks and Harold Park, they're looking across the line of like,
You're like, how much more do you want me to fucking do?
right? When are you going to do your job? You know,
19
like
points
it can start to cause
against
that
the
issue.
119th defense.
And that'll bring up my next question: how many games on this LSU schedule moving forward is LSU going to be favored in? Well, you got one non-conference game,
That
Western
Renner-
Kentucky.
that Renner win.
You'll be favored in that one.
Western Kentucky,
The Renner, yeah, but we
Shit.
talking about who you're going to be
Right.
favored, though. That's the only one you can
You're-
point out and say they're
And
going to be
Arkansas,
favored.
I think Arkansas as well.
You know what I mean?
You'll be favored at home
definitely-
against Arkansas.
You're definitely going to be favored in the Renner win.
because of the defense.
Right.
That's it.
And then you'll be favored at home against Arkansas. Maybe next week, in 2 weeks against South Carolina, you might, just because it's at home. A&M, you're not going to be
You
favored.
held Ole Miss to 24 points.
Alabama, you're not going to be favored. Oklahoma, you're not going to be favored. And Vanderbilt, you are not going to be favored in that football game.
I like Pavia.
Well, they have an identity, and,
No.
and it goes through him. And that's the thing, is that it's completely disconnected. Like, that is a tale of two sides
Did you
as
see
well.
what Weeks throw up on the football field in the first quarter?
I was throwing up, too. I was throwing up,
Yeah,
too.
just watch the offense.
Hey, watch that 3 and out.
Yeah.
I was throwing up, too. At the end of every quarter, I threw up.
I got to get up.
Every quarter.
I can't talk about this anymore. My eyes hurt.
God, man. BD asked in the chat, ask Roe, do the wide receivers lose faith in Nuss
Yes.
because he's throwing bad passes? He said hospital balls, but just bad throws in general, whether it is a hospital ball or just underthrowing when they're wide open.
Yes, man. The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Because like if I'm
It's the
Chris Hilton, I'm pissed. Because that's finally that's the one.
Well, I mean,
He's had 3 of them.
Right.
I mean,
He should have
especially
350
him
plus
because
yards touchdowns.
his thing is getting down the field.
Right.
So if your quarterback can't get it to you down the field, and that's your thing,
Especially when he
you're
used to
in
be
problem.
able to.
Right.
You're having a problem. But yes, they definitely lose trust in you.
Yeah.
And they know more about
And they're
it
bought
than we
in,
do.
too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
They block.
They know more about what's going on with anything.
Right.
So they either going to have a little bit more patience with you because they know that he is injured, can't do this, can't do that. Or
Quit
They
sending
know
me
it
on,
ain't like
quit,
that.
Or
Quit
even
sending
at
me on the non-route.
even if they are patient, at some point that's going to run out.
Oh yeah, but now
Like-
we start looking at the coaches. No
Right.
doubt. No
Yeah.
doubt.
I
No
agree.
Came
doubt.
here to get drafted.
Right.
No doubt. No
Because
doubt.
they're
No
you,
doubt.
you see the wide receivers.
Especially the new guys.
Right.
No
you see
doubt.
the wide receivers blocking well, extremely well. You see them running. Chris Hilton as a gunner, doing a great
Gunner?
job. You
Oh,
see him
yeah.
running down on kickoff. All of those things,
Yep.
they're doing it all, and they aren't being rewarded because when they run 7 yards away from the DB into the end zone, the football's 10 yards back behind them.
I've seen more hands than completions.
Yes. God, it's tough, man. It is. But the one thing that put a smile on Rose's face
Yes,
today were
they-
these wings at Pizza Byron. Shout out to our friends here at Pizza Byron's.
It's a pizza place, but they got good wings.
Yeah, they do. And they got great atmosphere,
Oh, that's a great atmosphere.
Great drinks.
great drinks.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not really cheery today, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, why would you be?
You know, man, just sitting there watching that game, man, and I'm thinking that, you know, this is our start. This is really like our start to start this thing off, even though we played a few games. But this is our road test. We on the road against an Ole Miss team where their defense suck. You know what I mean?
Right.
Our defense pretty good. We know what we're going to get from them. And then for us to just go out the way we did, man, with a lackluster game plan. I mean, it was like they put this game plan together leaving Harris Casino or something. You know what I mean?
Bus.
This definitely wasn't like we sat down, watched film, and saw what they did, and this is we put the best game plan together to give these guys a chance to win the football game or to even go out and compete the way we compete as LSU in this football game, man. And that's the thing, bro. When you fight for you to get on this national level, then it's a nationally televised game.
Right.
Man.
Everybody's watching.
Everybody watching.
Recruits in the stands.
Hey, Ro, who'd you play last week?
Everybody watching. The Southeastern
You had
arena
2 weeks to
win.
get ready for this.
We sitting there, we ready to go, and for them, that's why I put it all on the coach. And for them to come out and play
Right.
like they did, with no enthusiasm, with a lackluster performance, with no game. I mean, the game. What was the game?
What was the game?
That's what I'm with. Because like, as much as you had similar problems last year, and you went out, you got better players. And Alex Futch in the chat says, because obviously it starts about, but he says, if you're a bad driver, just because you upgrade from a Honda to a Lamborghini doesn't mean you become a better driver. Those mailboxes are still on high alert. Like, just because
they hitting all of them.
Drive worse.
You just hitting them
get
faster.
more.
You gonna hit them faster. You gonna hit the mailbox
Right.
faster. I mean, hey.
He's right.
Yeah, he has a good point. He has a really good point. My problem is, bro, it's like
You had 2 weeks to get ready for that.
But it's like when do you guys think that?
Never.
I know.
That's
I-
where I'm at.
I know.
and that's the worst part is that
I know,
you can
bro.
you can try to
I
look
know, bro.
glass half full of it's one loss.
I
You can win
know.
your way back in. That's it. But I
don't give a fuck.
I don't see the light at the end
It's
of the
like
tunnel.
when do you see us
Right.
getting some
Better.
semblance of an offense? Like just taking steps. Like when are we gonna trend upwards?
There's none.
I don't know.
Haven't seen it yet.
Because you
It's-
play in a center that's hurt for no reason
It's
against
so
Southeastern.
hard, man. It's hard.
And you're lying to me, man to man, lying to me about the quarterback. And then you have the quarterback taking the fifth.
He pleaded the fifth. I played the
Plead
fifth.
about myself.
Right.
And it's like, why the fuck would I think y'all are going to figure this shit out?
Right.
And yeah, Caden Durham can't play. Obviously, that's important. Everybody was, Caden Durham maybe not that good. Well, look at you. You ran for 15 yards in 2 quarters.
Right.
Well, it's just an ability to not. It's not about Caden Durham.
No, but
You know,
I'm saying, like, no,
they're
I'm
not.
talking about the fan base when they were
they're
off
not,
of him.
We're not running the ball. They're not trying to run the football.
They got no.
The fans should not be on the players right now. The fans should be on
On
our
the coaches.
coaches
It really is
and
the time to
asking
put the task.
asking for
Right.
them to perform at the level that they want the players to perform. They should ask them to perform, to give us a
Put
better
them in the
game
position
plan.
to win.
Film, watch more film instead of you relying on your analysts, instead of you relying on somebody else giving you information.
Or going
Put
off-
your eyes on what's going on.
Tired of seeing
You
going
got over
five
100
bomb.
people on the staff. You got over 50 analysts. Never mind that. You're the coordinator. You're the OC. Put your eyes on it yourself and stop relying on somebody else giving you numbers.
Or y'all need to go have a drink together.
Go get it figured out.
Y'all got to get on the same page.
No, they don't need no drinks.
They got to
don't
do
need
something.
no damn
they
drinks.
kiss and make up.
They don't need no drinks, though. They need milk.
They need pizza Byron's.
LSU's philosophy: hope's not a plan.
Yeah. It's not a plan at
Exactly
all.
right.
And this is what I felt through
Exactly right.
through the first 4 weeks.
Chicken
I
wing.
kept hearing, and all I kept hearing, but they won, but they won, but they won. How'd they win? Don't matter. It's a win. And you saw Brian Kelly kind of say the same thing. It's like, it only takes one run play, because we won the game.
Yeah, he was.
This shit was coming a mile away.
Yeah, he was capping though.
Yeah, no shit.
That was all cap from him. He know what the deal
because
is.
it touched the nerve.
And that's why Michael Cabo asked a question that he asked
Right.
a couple weeks back.
First
because
one,
he
second one, and
knew
the third one.
all of them.
Yes.
Because he knew for us to get to where we wanted to get to,
Not
you
good
can't
enough.
continue to do this. And that's why he asked those questions, and that's why he got peed off. But we can't. And you saw it what's today? Last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
Nah, I'm with you.
Afternoon.
I'm with you.
24
Yeah,
hour
and
rule.
we saw it, and you're gonna continue to see it. That's my point.
Right.
That's why you're gonna continue to see that crap. Like that's what you're gonna continue to see, bro.
Because what would make you think otherwise?
Yeah,
That's
nothing.
exactly my
Nothing.
point.
There's nothing.
That's exactly my point. There's nothing that gives me any confidence in anything going forward offensively.
Right. I agree.
Nothing. I've watched it for a month now, and I've seen the same thing. I watched it it's the same thing. Nothing has changed. Nothing's getting better, and that's why I don't have any confidence going forward.
Right, and it's
See you at the Alamo
and it's also
Bowl.
because guess which
Hope so.
which game did you circle? Which one were you like? You know what?
Ole Miss.
No offense could get us past Clemson. It could get us past Florida. We could beat Tech in South. But we were like, look, when you play Lane Kiffin on September 27th, he's going to score
At his crib.
more than 20. And so
Right.
what do you have to do? You have to go score more than 19 points. And what did you do? You scored 19 points. You scored on par with what you've done all year, besides Southeastern. So you were exactly who you have been, and you just proved everybody right.
That is-
This was the one where you circled.
That one pick six, though.
I mean, that would have been nice to not have that stupid PI
You
call.
need that. You need that 7
Needed
points from
that.
the defense.
Yeah, just
No,
like
no
you did
doubt.
against Florida.
No doubt. It's the same thing when 11 picked it off. I was like, please run it back. Please run it back.
Right.
Please run it back.
Need
We're
it.
not going to score.
I haven't felt that
please.
way since Les coached. Like, Tre'Davious White, you better get in the end zone against Wisconsin, or else you ain't scoring.
Right. You need it.
Need it.
Need it.
And listen, man. Listen.
No, it's terrible. Terrible.
Defense played well enough.
They did.
Played
Yes.
wonderful.
Ole Miss don't get.
Yes.
They're not going to score less than 24 the rest of the year.
Yeah, they played well.
I mean, I would like to go down the list of what their scores have been up to this point. I guarantee this was the least amount of points they've scored so far. This 24 was
Just read them off.
I'm about to pull them up right now. I know they scored 45 against Tulane the week prior. They scored 30 against Kentucky. They scored 41 against Arkansas and 63 against Georgia State. You held that offense to 24 points. Even when they got 484 yards, you
Well,
still
we talked about it, Ben, but not praise.
Right, you
know
still
what I mean?
made the plays,
Like, it's
whether-
not defense, bro. And then you
Not
out
at
there
all.
doggone 75% of the doggone
Right.
game. You know what I mean? It's definitely not
Right.
defense, man. Definitely not defense.
I mean, what
and then
was the
you
time
got
of
an
possession?
you got that up tempo style that Ole Miss is playing. They running in and off.
Right.
And
And you hung with them.
bro, listen, 56 plays offensively.
81 for them.
56 plays. I've had scrimmages longer than that. 56.
They had 56 plays in the first half.
56
Right.
plays.
I'll run through some of the numbers. Time of possession, or the total yards, 484 for Ole Miss, 256 for LSU. Rushing yards, 170 for Ole Miss, 59 for LSU,
59.
including the sack yards. You take out the sack yards at 66.
Cool.
Big whoop. Time of possession, 32 minutes, 22 seconds for Ole Miss, 27 minutes, 38 seconds for LSU. So pretty comparable.
Not
but
bad.
You see they in 32 minutes they got 484 yards.
That's
In 27
exactly
minutes we
right.
got
That's a
256.
testament to the defense.
55 plays for LSU, or 56 plays for LSU to 81 for Ole Miss. LSU on third down, 2 of 11, only got 16 first downs all game. Ole Miss on third down, 8 of 16, and got 28 first downs all game. And this is the kicker right here,
Fourth down.
because these numbers, not fourth down, these numbers usually tell you who wins and who loses. Ole Miss turned the ball over twice to LSU's once. Ole Miss had double the penalties of LSU for 109 yards. 14 penalties, 109. LSU 7 penalties, 78. So LSU won the turnover battle and the penalty battle.
And wasn't bad in the time of possession.
Right.
But you know where it was bad at? On offense.
Nussmeier, 21 of 34 for 197 yards. That's 5.8 for an average. 5.8 yards average. And 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
Somebody slapped me.
19 carries, 66 yards. Harlan Berry was your leader with 7 carries, 22 yards, and a touchdown.
I better take care of my dog. And they took all the chairs. Yeah, I better stop playing with my barbecue, good
There
friend.
you go.
He get riled up now.
5 yards a pass.
He get riled up.
5.8,
Dave,
baby.
take care of him.
That's a flag football number.
What?
5 yards an attempt.
Ugh.
Listen, man, we might as well flip and run.
And
a
they were
triple
rushing
option.
3.
And they
We
were
might as well
sending
run a
3.
triple option.
I'm not against it at this point.
Tell me, we can line Jawan
Jawan
Johnson at
Johnson.
quarterback, Harlan
Caleb
Berry,
Jackson at
Caden
fullback.
Durham.
Harlan Berry, Caden Durham, Harlan Berry,
Run a
and
triple option.
and
We're
just
gonna
figure it
switch to
out.
Yep.
Triple option.
And then you just do Calvin Johnson upside like Chris Hilton one time.
God.
It'd be better than that. How many? What did we throw for? 100 and what yards?
Man, we had like 260 yards of total offense.
I didn't see
Oh,
any
passing
of them.
yards 197 total.
260 total offense, dog.
197
Like,
total.
what are we doing?
This man used to throw for 300 yards a game,
Easy.
And we got about 18 million tied up on the offense.
and I think that's part of the
just-
problem too.
Just the three guys that we've named as the problems with BK, Sloan, Nussmeier.
Nuss is hurt. It's not his fault.
$15 million. There's something
You gotta know, bro. Watch the
$15
video I
million.
just sent you.
No,
No,
yes,
I don't
he's
care
hurt.
if he's hurt. I done
He-
told y'all that. I
No,
don't
that's why it's
care.
not Nuss's fault.
It is his fault.
There is something behind
Making
the
bad
scenes
decisions,
going
throwing
Something's
on.
going on.
Making bad decisions and throwing a 15-yard pass down the middle of the field underthrown, that's not injury.
Well, he's always done that.
That's not an injury. That's a bad decision.
But
I don't care if he's hurt either,
if
bro.
he can't throw it deep,
His
he will,
15
he still makes
yards.
bad
It's
decisions.
15
He's
yards.
always made bad decisions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
that's what I'm
you
saying.
expected
But
that
it's
to
not
be
hurt.
fixed.
That's what I'm saying. That don't mean he's hurt. He's always made him. We got to clean it up. It's not an excuse. It's like I got people in my family. They be like, "Yeah, just sleep on her. That's just how she is." I don't care. Or he is.
They need
That's
to act
an
better.
excuse.
Change.
They need to
Yeah,
act right.
that's right. That's how you are. Does not mean that's how we got to stand up for that. We don't
Right.
got to take that crap.
Well,
No.
and to me, even just the whole hurt debacle, the way it's being handled, there is something behind the scenes, and I don't know if it's BK, if it's Nuss, if it's an agent. I know they have the same agent. Who it is, there is something
Who
going
got
on
the
behind
same agent?
BK and Nuss.
Oh my God, the soap opera.
They good
gets
with money
you.
now.
And so it's the fact that, and there's obviously they got the millions of dollars involved.
Have
in
you
This
ever
this,
heard
is
that?
a soap opera.
Yes.
where it's like something's going on that they won't say that he's hurt. There's some reason why, and there's a reason why they keep putting
Him on the field.
right. Like so, there's something going on.
Have you ever had a quarterback and a coach have the same agent? In college?
No, because I didn't go
wasn't a
through that
thing.
period.
It wasn't
No,
a
I've
thing.
never. Just like I ain't never had NIL.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, I've never had that. There has to be some kind of damn conflict somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, clearly, right now we're watching it happen.
And nobody knew about it until that Netflix documentary came out.
There has to be some kind of conflict here.
Lord have
Goodness
mercy.
gracious. This gets deeper and deeper.
We're gonna have to start doing some research.
We're going to do some research.
We're gonna have to start doing some research.
Call Pablo
what's
Torre.
Pablo Torre. We got to start figuring
We
it
got to
out.
find out what's going on.
We're gonna send. We're gonna
Because
send
that-
Christian
I don't
through
want
the.
to. I don't want to get.
We're gonna send Christian through the vents of football ops.
I don't want to get.
Rudy's gonna figure it out.
Yeah, Rudy will get him.
Rudy's gonna figure
That's the
it out.
MVP right
There
there,
he
boy. That boy was loose last night on his jaw, boy.
Shout out
That
to
wasn't
Rudy.
a dry. That wasn't an empty cup in his place.
Shout out to Rohan Davey. Come and hang out with us for the full game yesterday. Being here at Pizza Byron's, breaking it down for us again. Shout out to Pizza Byron's, like we said.
I like you're hurt that I'm hurt.
Yes.
I know it still matters.
Yeah, it still means the same to you that it does to us. Love it. Pain.
And now we got a drama.
Yes.
Yeah,
Got a soap opera.
A little soap opera.
We're about to
going
start
on
doing an
there, buddy.
investigative unit show. Tingle
We
Co.
got to.
Tingle Co. Row investigative unit.
That's right.
Start doing some
'Cause
research,
there's some
detective
BS
work.
going on around
Something's
here.
going on. We
I'll
got
be
to
right.
figure it out.
You got starting quarterbacks with the same agent as the
head coach.
doggone head coach. You got a conspiracy and a cover up going on with this injury, this phantom injury. Let's go that we can't talk about.
Yeah, oh no.
Gonna drop his draft status. It's already dropping.
Should have got, and that's the part where I'm like, God, man, they should have.
He should've
left. They should have went to the draft. God,
Imagine if Bryce Underwood was here.
God, it'd be a mess. You think it's bad with Van Buren?
It would be a mess.
I mean, this is
Honestly.
messy.
I mean,
It'd have been a mess already, though.
Right. The season would have been
Yeah,
different.
it'd have been a mess already,
Right.
bro. Honestly.
He'd be playing.
Oh yeah.
Rick in the chat asked Ro. He said, "Ask Rohan if they rush."
Especially if you give him $8 million.
What? Rick in the chat, ask Rohan if they rush 3 on you with 6 blockers and max protect, would you tuck it and run, or what would you do when they drop 8? If somebody's rushing 3 guys at you,
Who asked that?
it's
Rick.
Rick.
Oh shit, Rick.
That's what they call him.
Yeah.
Listen, guys running 3 depending on what the situation is. If it's 3rd and long, if it's
Right.
2nd and short, if it's 1st and whatever it is, it just depends on what the situation is. But if it's 3rd and long and they're running, I mean, if it's 3rd down, I know I got to at least get to the sticks.
Right.
I got to get to the sticks or a little bit beyond the sticks. No. I got to get to
Third
the
and
sticks
fourth,
or a
they're
little bit
third-
beyond. Man, we threw short so many times on 3rd down,
made me
hoping
wanna throw
trying
up.
to make sure these guys were going to run. And they was tackling, putting
And
them on the
behind
ground.
them.
It was
Right.
stupid. It was stupid.
Stupid.
That's
That's
why.
where
That's
you get mad at the Nussmeier. Like, that's
Listen.
not the injury part.
no. That's
No.
the design.
Right.
That's
Right.
the design and your play caller.
Yes.
That's what that is. That's why I say I put it so
Ugh.
more and more as I watched it.
Yes.
I
I
put
got
it
sicker
more and
and
more
sicker.
on the coaches and the design and what's being called, how we're designing it, where we're aiming. I mean, it's. I put it on the coaches, bro. They have to. And you've heard BK say this, I think, consistently throughout the season thus far.
A lot?
He's consistently said, we need to coach better. We need to put him in better situations. He ain't talking about the defense.
He ain't talking about himself either.
He ain't never talking about himself.
No.
But he ain't talking about the defense. He talking about offensive coaching.
Yes.
He didn't want to
100%.
talk about the defense.
He can't.
Because
That's
it's
what makes
good.
him mad.
He can't.
Blake Baker's the coach. Look at the way they look at everybody.
No, I know. Ro, we appreciate you once again. Shout out to Pizza Byron's for letting us come in here, invade once again, and hang out with all the great people. Great food, great atmosphere, great drink.
8-4.
Well, the next time we'll be back here doing this will be after South Carolina in 2 weeks. Got a bye week this weekend. South Carolina, October 11th. So on October 12th, we'll be right back here in Pizza Byron's after a home matchup against the Gamecocks. Ro, we appreciate you.
I can't wait for the conversation.
Yep.
That's what I'll say.
Amen. Ro, we appreciate you once again.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all fans. Y'all stick in with them. They'll be
Yep.
all right or not.
It's forever Go Tigers.
Go
that's
Tigers,
for sure.
though.
That's for sure. We appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody that came in to hang out with us. Make sure you put us on your calendar, whether it's Golf Suites or it's Pizza Byron's. You join us or a Saturday or a Sunday here, Tingle Co.